in the Lars Manufacturing, Pep's Barbershop and Salon L7. And inside the final row tonight, it's Dwight Gilliard. He's out of the Granite City of St. Cloud, Minnesota. The St. Cloud Auto Wrecking 32 is Dwight Gilliard. And your final starter, rookie in the Mod 4s, it's Tommy Pagonis out of Zimmerman, Minnesota. Pagonis in the Jeff Westall Outdoors West Metro Buick GMC 04. Tommy Pagonis starting 6th. All right, we're about set to go. Get ready. It's Dustin 5H. Lexi Kastner on the outside of row 1 and 25K. The color green, and we're racing. Heading down the back chute, your pole sitter wasting no time whatsoever, jumping into the early advantage tonight. Holtquist out of St. Joseph, Minnesota, leads the charge at the end of 1. Dwight Gilliard came from where? The last row to jump into the runner-up spot. Gilliard in that 32 car on a roll here tonight so far in heat number 2. The L7 of Tyler Larson started 4th, sitting 3rd right now on the grid. It's Lexi Kastner in 25, and the 21 of David Fortier and Tommy Pagonis in the 04. 8 times around in all heat races here tonight at Ogilvie in Heat 2 for the Mod 4s. Holtquist put go here tonight in Heat 2 from the pole. Going to roll by the flag stand, throwing 3 in the history books. It's Gilliard in 32, a distant second, about 2.5 seconds behind your race leader, a full straightaway plus for Holtquist in 5H. 3rd is Larson in that 7L car. The flags are crossed. We're halfway in the blue and yellow one given to Tommy Pagonis, showing him that the leaders are coming, and there they go. So Tommy goes a lap down in 04. Holtquist out front, halfway plus in the 5H car. Sets the pace in heat number 2 tonight on an absolute roll in the silver streak. Going down the back chute, he'll lead them in tow. Gilliard a full straightaway behind in that 32 car. Dwight Gilliard out of St. Cloud second, but he's got the 7L of Tyler Larson right behind him with 2 to go. The flying green flag is out. Holtquist had this covered for the first 7 laps. He's got 3/8 of a mile to go in this one. 1 circuit remaining. With a solid lead built up over Gilliard in 32. That lead, a little bit over 4 seconds now between 1 and 2. Holtquist got all 4 cylinders cranked up here tonight in the 5H, taking the checkered flag in the win in Heat 2. Good battle for runner-up, taken by Dwight Gilliard in 32. 3rd goes to Tyler Larson in 7L, and rounding out the top 4, David Fortier in the 21. So there you have it, taking the win from the pole. Wasted no time jumping to the race lead. Give him a big round of applause when he goes by out of St. Joseph, Minnesota. Dustin Holtquist in 5H. Holtquist in the silver streak to the win in Heat 2, sponsored by Wallach Construction, Kane Designs and Ramps, Cullen Brothers Towing, the St. Cloud, Trantina Properties, Ringdahl Architects, Glenn's Auto Glass, and the Double L Ranch. For Holtquist, he'll take the 2nd and final heat race of the night for Wissota Mod 4s. Up next, the first of 4 in the Midwest Fides. We've got 37 here tonight signed in at the pit gates. 4 heat races, top 4 transfer to the A main, the rest go to the B. Speaking of B, your pole sitter in the 11B, the M&B Services car of Mike Boston's out of Wyoming, Minnesota. He'll be on the pole. On the outside in the Kiwi Trucking L1, that is the Liberty One car. The Cowboys, Shane Howell starting 2nd. Inside row 2 tonight, out of Zimmerman, Eric Lamb. In the Select Home Care number 88, he'll start in row 2 to the outside. Brandon Merworth out of St. Stephen. The Bud Jones and Sons Auto Salvage number 7. He'll start 4th. On the inside of row number 3, it's Travis Schulte tonight out of Clear Lake, Minnesota. Schulte in that number 11 car, sponsored by Schulte Transmission. On the outside, it's Lindsey Hansen. Hansen out of Jamestown, North Dakota in car number 32. Hansen in the 32 car. First time out, I believe, at Ogilvie in the Pit Stop Express Loop 32. On the inside of row 3, it's Cole Boston in the M&B Services number 33 out of Wyoming, Minnesota. To the outside, from Starbuck, you'll find the 50H of Haley Lee. Haley Lee out of Starbuck in the Rents Agency 50H. Starts outside row 4, and the final row tonight, it's David Swearingen. Swearingen out of Little Canada, Minnesota in the IBEW, local 110. Number 5, David Swearingen inside the final row in your final starter. He's out of Montrose, Minnesota in car number 133. That is John Starnes. Starnes in 133, your final starter in heat number 1. So 5 rows deep, we'll start them. 10 cars, 8 trips around the top 4 make it to the main event. The rest drop to the Bs a little bit later on during the program. The Bs meeting the B features, the consolation races with the last chance to make it to tonight's A main in the Midwest Modifieds. So the first of 4 ready to come your way here tonight. Beautiful night to be at the track. We're glad you chose to spend your Saturday evening with us for dirt track racing here at the Waggaman's Ogilvie Raceway. You are at the home of the Big O. Drivers from all over Wissota country landing at the Waggaman's Ogilvie Raceway for the Saturday night shootout. The spotlight, as we said, is on the Hornets tonight. They'll be available for an autograph session during intermission tonight. The green high in the sky. Brian Riedemann directors the traffic tonight at the Ogilvie Raceway, saying, drivers, we're going green and racing next time. Five rows side by side, setting the pace. In heat 1 will be Mike Boston in 11B. To Boston's outside, Shane Howell, the cowboy, in the Liberty One L1 car, ready for green, and got one. Green out, we're underway. The first of 8 trips. Down the back straightaway, Shane Howell leads the charge in L1. Howell going to make a break for it at the end of lap number 1 as your race leader. Howell followed by Lamb in 88. They're running 1-2 with Brandon Merworth next. Merworth sits third with Mike Boston in a huge battle. The 11 side by side. Schulte in number 11. That's the white and blue number 11. Travis Schulte going to make a break for it. That is a 4-way battle for that 4th and final transfer spot at hand there. Right now, the 5 of Swearingen jumps up there 3 wide. Swearingen on the bubble in the 5 car. Out front, a good battle shaping up between Lamb and 88. Climbing up the rear bumpers of the L1 of Shane Howell, your race-long leader. Howell in the L1, Lamb 88, then Schulte in 11. Halfway, the flags are crossed. Brandon Merworth in the 7 pulls to the infield. Merworth calls it quits in heat number 1. He'll have a chance to make the Bs a little bit later. Howell in L1 skated hard out of turn 4. Going to cost him the race lead as Eric Lamb blazes the trail in 88. Lamb takes over the race lead, got by L1 Shane Howell, who had a little trouble getting turns 3 and 4 last time around. Catches again in the base of turn 3, going to sit second with 2 to go. Eric Lamb takes the flying green. 0.8 seconds behind is the Shane Howell in L1. 11 Schulte is next. The 5 of Swearingen in the top 4. He's on the bubble right now with 1 to go. Top 4 to the main, the rest go to the Bs. The 11B of Boston, the first one to the B features. Along with Haley Lee, Cole Boston, Lindsey Haston, Starnes in 133, and Merworth sits it out in 7. Checkered flag for 88, Eric Lamb. Lamb out front. L1, Shane Howell, Travis 11, and the 5 of David Swearingen all make the main event here tonight in heat number 1. Here's your winner. Give him a big round of applause out of Zimmerman, Eric Lamb. Defending track champion here at the Ogilvie Raceway, sponsored by Bud Jones & Sons Auto Salvage, Select Home Care, Chubb's Performance, Trom Transport, Wears Machine, JDI Signs and Graphics, Zimmerman Bar and Grill, and Marv's True Value on the side of Eric Lamb's winning car in 88 heat race. Number 1 goes to the Checkers. Heat 2 coming up next. Heat 2 rolls out your pole sitter all the way from Fort Francis, Ontario, Canada. That is Jamie Davis in the number 85 car. Davis sponsored by Vandera Motorsports on his outside. In car number 18, Landon Atkinson in the advanced repair 18A. Atkinson coming to you out of Little Falls, Minnesota. Inside row 2 tonight from Brule, Wisconsin, it's Brandon Kopp in car number 22. Kopp starting inside row 2 in the Hanco Utilities sponsored 22 to the outside. He's out of East Bethel, Minnesota, second generation chimney sponsoring Pixley. Pixley in 3P starting 4th. Inside row 3, it's the 63. That is Patrick Kelly. He's out of Columbus, Minnesota in the number 63 car, powered by a Kelly Race Engine 63. On the outside, Jeffrey Lean out of Mora, Minnesota. The Perfection Auto Glass, number 24, Jeffrey Lean, starting outside row 3 and 24. Inside the 4th row tonight from Zimmerman, it's Mark Freilich. Freilich in the 44 FX car. That is the Landry Chiropractic sponsored 44. On the outside, in the Royal Masonry, number 17, out of St. Stephen, Minnesota, Ashley Merworth in 17. And your final starter at the tail tonight is Charlie Castle. Castle out of Grand Rapids, Minnesota in car number 2, sponsored by Kev's Body Shop and Bear River Auto. Charlie Castle wags the tail of the dog from the rear tonight in car 2, 5 rows deep, top 4 to the main event. Green in the air, we're ready to go racing. Davis, the pole sitter, trailered all the way down from Fort Francis, Ontario, Canada, to be here racing tonight. He'll start on the pole in the 85 car. Landon Atkinson on the outside, a strong win last week in the 18A car. Going to start outside row 2. Kopp in the 22 car sits inside row 2 as we're ready for racing. Pixley on the outside, starting 4th. Cranked him up, and here we go, green. The green didn't fly, didn't wave, don't know if it went or not. We'll see. Nope. Starter 8th, the green flag, the yellow came out. We'll go back to original lineup. Unless somebody gets charged with the jump start, you'll see that guilty party drop back a couple of positions if there was in fact a jump. So take a look at the lineup from front to back. You might see where it happened. All right, no changes in the lineup. Starter didn't like him. We're going to try it again. Strike 1 in heat race number 2. Let's get ready to go. Jamie Davis in 85. Atkinson in 18. The green flies this time. We're underway. So when the green flies, you know it. Brian wins it with authority off the flag stand here. Atkinson jumps out to the early advantage in 18A. Whoa, we got a rollover in turn number 3. It's the 63. Rolling in turn 3, that is Patrick Kelly out of Columbus, takes a tumble into turn 3. So the red flag is out. Professionals headed out to turn 3 to make sure they're okay with the driver in 63. Try to give you a read on the status of the driver as soon as it becomes available, but the red is out. All cars will stop.